The last thing that the Browns brass, if they were going to throw Deshaun Watson out there to start the year, was what they saw out here. There was a bad overthrow for an interception. Follow that, he literally spiked the ball like 3 feet in front of him on a pass play. That's nasty work. Nasty work. There's going to be reporters out there that make excuses, but at the end of the day, the offensive line played incredibly well. What I said this morning was I wanted to see that offensive line get a push in the run game. That was the most important thing. These guys were signed to pass protect, number one, and not jump off sides, number two. And that's what these guys' specialties have been. They did that. Today, we saw what we hadn't seen before. Austin Barber found his niche. He got beat like a government mule last week at right tackle. This week, he played in at right guard. He was opening up holes. He was throwing the stick down. He was doing everything that made you think, dang, this dude's a future Pro Bowl guard. Not a current Pro Bowl guard. He's still got some work to do. He's only done the guard thing for a week, so let's hold it there. But a future. So his play was absolutely spectacular. I loved every minute of it. The offensive line, they gave pockets, they opened holes, and most importantly, they got hats on people in the run game. And when they got the hats on them, they pushed. And Rocket Sanders had a great day, 12 carries, 31 yards. At one point, I think Shedeur only had like 6 throws with the first team, simply because, hey, you're starting running backs cooking. You're going to let them cook. You need to preheat the oven a little bit for your quarterback. Get the offensive line, putting their sticks together. Well, guess what? Rocket Sanders did that. The offensive line got cooking. Then Shedeur got cooking. And when Shedeur was cooking, Shedeur ended up going 9 of 11. He made some good throws. He was patient. He moved well in the pocket. He took what the defense gave him, and it turned into a great, great performance for him. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to have to go back and watch tape a little bit more, because people were saying that the pass that was intercepted by him was tipped, which is why it went behind the tight end. But on the 3 replays I saw, it was close. The hand was up there. I'm going to have to wait until I get the tape up so I can slow it down and just take a look, see it from different angles, and see if the trajectory really changed that much. So, but as far as I'm concerned, as of right now, it was just bad ball placement. But that could change depending on how much tape we see. I'm also interested. I have not heard Todd Monken's post-game press conference. I'm interested to see what happens there. But also, just going to reiterate, if they were even thinking about starting Deshaun Watson, they're going to have to rethink that, because before they had an argument. After seeing what he did against 3rd and 4th stringers, no. I wouldn't even want to see it. Seeing what Shedeur did against to what Deshaun did with the same guys, and even some of the same offensive linemen, because Barber was still in there into the fourth quarter playing right guard. Let that sink in. Same offensive linemen. Not all of them, but enough of them. Especially the one guy that really stood out to everybody. And that was Austin Barber. Isaiah Bond had a really good catch on a pass interference. He was hit before the ball got there on a comeback. He was smacked in the back. I don't know what that defensive back was thinking. That was just a. And thankfully, he was all right. I don't think he went back out there after that. Coach Monken, I think, said, "No, we're not going to let you get hurt," and just pulled him. But it was good anticipation by Shedeur. Got the ball out on time. Whatever, I didn't see the corner that hit him, but whatever corner that was, whacked him right in the spine. And he still held on for the catch. So the pass interference didn't affect that part, but he got a first down out of it. And Bond caught the ball. Showed a little bit of toughness. Showed why we've been singing his praises for a while. So Isaiah Bond, with a nice little leg going in there, he only had one catch, but he made his presence felt. And he was the only receiver that really made a note. Floria made his case to get that last receiver spot. 2 catches. One of them was for a touchdown in the back of the end zone from Shedeur. Shedeur was patient, and Floria did a heck of a job on his route. Got wide open. Give him a lot of credit. Levinson, there was only one time I said, "Gosh darn it, Levinson, I should have caught it." And the rest of the time, he caught it. And he did a good job with this route. So I did get scared once when they had him back on punt return. I'm not going to lie. That scared me a little bit. Because know how I feel about Levinson when it comes to his return game. Let's just keep that thing out of the way. So for me, it's more at this point about what to do in there. And so it's what they're doing with the routes themselves, the route concepts. They threw a lot of screens. I said earlier, they're going to have a very nice screen game. And they do. They had a very nice screen game. And I really liked it. A couple of those backups, four-string running backs that were in the game, one thing they needed to do, get upfield. Stop dancing. You get the ball, you got yardage, get upfield. Get upfield, you get more yards. Especially when you're going outside. You got this big, long side of the walk right there. You can waltz, you can dance, you can do all this stuff straight upfield. None of this sideline to sideline stuff. None of the sideline to sideline stuff. You start square dancing, get a partner, do the waltz. Just waltz back and forth across that line behind the line of scrimmage. Need you to get upfield. Get upfield, get moving. But I love what Rocket Sanders did. He did just that. Got upfield, got moving. Need to shave that little spot right there. But he got moving. Everything was good. Everything was happening. Then Deshaun Watson came in. It was 14-7 at half. Shedeur had those boys moving. Watson came in. I think he finished 5 for 12, 35 yards, no touchdowns, 1 interception. He looked bad, guys. He looked like he was the worst quarterback on the field. When they started booing him, his body language said it all. Said it all. As soon as they started booing him, he was beaten. So, folks, need to get rid of that little wing too. But, folks, there you go. This is the last of the quarterback battle, according to Coach Monken. Monday, we're going to see what happens. We're going to see who gets the start, who's going to be there week 1, who's going to get this team moving. Because after this, if they do decide to go with Deshaun, I'm really interested about how they're going to justify it. But in the end, Bills win. I think it was 31-7 on the final. Nasty, nasty work. I hope the Browns find somebody to trade for to get some DB help. Because they need it. They need it. So, guys, as always, thank 2 people that are in here. Glad you got to see some of the things that were going on in this game. Shedeur cooked. The offensive line, Austin Barber, was the big story for me. Love what Barber did. He was a road grader. He kept the pocket clean. Playing right guard. Deshaun Watson. Not sure what they're going to do with Monday, but he's there. And Rocket Sanders did a great job as well. So, guys, glad to see you. Have a great day. And as always, this shot's on us.